and this is not the best place, but it's not the right time. I think that what is the right time? Uh, that is difficult. Yeah. Usually I do this in the morning because I'm fresh, but I need to do this. This is not uh, that so difficult. It's just a message on this path, and I will bring things like I already wrote, but I need to be a bit clear and well, we'll see. So mm, this is a bit about life itself, life, what is all about. Let's see, of course, again, there's this of shit. This doesn't want me to do any video. And not only that, they don't want me to do whatever I need to. Of course, they are always drugging me, trying always putting asleep, like basically with everybody. Uh, People have no idea they are being poisoned. They are drugged. That's why people just live in the self, uh, like belief way, belief. Hmm. Well, that is a problem. You see, there is nothing without a reason. Everything has a reason to exist. You know, there is a divine one. What is that? You see, uh, people have no idea what life is about. Basically, that is the biggest problem. Uh, of course, uh, we can know certain things. That is part of this um, human situation. Because basically, uh, they read your thoughts. I'm not talking about angels. I'm talking about those that are not angels anymore. The the this verse, um, they ask the Hebrew itself. Uh, so there are things that must be hid from you in the in the in the right time. You will discover. But what is the right time again? Yeah. Well, that depends also on you, on each one of us, because there is a, can I describe this? There is a, basically, there is a path, but not, not only that. There is, um, it's the design. There is a way to get somewhere always. Of course, that can be maybe from different places, but the point is always the same. So to get there, we will never know until we get there. What is at stake here is the experience. So we are here to experience something. That means to understand whatever, to understand, really understand, it's about realizing, not believe. So realizing is about um, making the equation and the result must be exactly what is the result about. So you see, again, nothing exists by chance. There is always. So uh, you see, we can describe the Trinity by more than one way. It's like it's a symbol to be read, and the symbol can be different in a way, but the meaning is what really matters. So, you see, Trinity basically can pick up the triangle to describe as a way to show uh, this concept. And so you have more than one uh, thing that you can consider, like, for instance, um, the Son, the Father, and the Holy Spirit. That is one of them. But there are more. Can you think things like there are also three things. In first place, of course, the Spirit. Uh, that is where everything comes from, spirit. It's about the constellation of everything, the reason for everything, and there is a law on it. Because it's the reason. So you cannot find uh, something like um, 1 plus 1 in other way than assume that is 2. There is no other way. You see? So it's a matter of law. You cannot run away from that. So you see, is the reason that is in cause. So um, let's see. Then pick up the triangle and think things like on top we have spirit. We have that on us, in us, and we are that. So we are, in first place, we are spirits, and we have this body that is about the the, the reason why everything is because we are here to experience. And so um, then we need something more. Uh, like we need everything. We need everything. We need nature. We need everything. We need the universe. We need our creator. We need our angels. We need our masters, our our friends, our family, our, you name it. See, so we have spirits, we have the body, and we have the soul, which is the driver of this vehicle. Now, the spirit has a path, and which has to do with us, of course. But uh, what matters is the path. You see, I already talked about this, but just to remind you, I had, I don't know, when I was 3 years old, my brother entered in the school, and then um, someone asked him what he wanted to be when he grew up. And that he was 3 years old, and I heard that, and that put me think, what the hell? These people are mad? Are joking? No, they are not joking. They really think that because they are they are lived to live in a certain way, which is has to do with that way. Brainwashing. It's all about manipulation that this system does to people in every way. Vision, school, everything, everything, politics, everything. All kind of, you can imagine publicity, propaganda, everything is manipulation. It's about manipulation. They point you things out to, doesn't matter, to distract you, meanwhile you don't think, you, you don't realize the truth. They distract you, they say to you things you don't know, you don't understand, then you would like to understand it. You just need to just believe. That's it. So it's simple. Just believe and accept. It's always the same. So then, of course, there's things to do in the same way, like um, manipulation, for instance, has to do with things like influence, like um, corruption, things like that. So you see, doesn't matter what papers, newspapers, news, um, magazines, uh, TV, everything is about manipulation. I I I talked about I think in the last video about again about Trump. Not only that, there is a Brazilian doctor that um, he wants nothing from this system. He is against this system. So he he has been trying to help people. So they have been trying to uh, fuck him, like creating a fake story, something like that, to take him to court. The same you see with Trump. They try, I don't know how many times they tried to put him in court with, I don't know what, but you see, um, Trump is the few that are against this shit. Like Putin and I don't know how many, but I think there is another, at least one in Europe. I think he visits Putin. Uh, I'm not on that, you know, television, things like that. You know, um, I just talk to you about things sometimes like this because I can't, I couldn't uh, help to even see like this in a magazine. You see, they they don't want you to know this, but I'm sure someone like a friend uh, one day uh, ask ask him, the journalist, uh, what's going on, because he should know what's going um, on social media, where people talk about things like this. This doctor lies, and so he felt pressure, and he, he couldn't avoid, and the interview um, the doctor and put in the magazine. So you see, there is a change. They tried to kill Trump, they fail. Well, think about this. Um, they are protected, yet divine protection. That is what is stake here. Yeah, I already talked about, for instance, I don't know how many times this piece of shit tried to kill me and my angels didn't allow me, they didn't allow it to do that. Um, no, let's see. I was talking about the soul, the soul path or the soul mission. There is a, I don't know exactly how to put this. There is a kind of contract with the souls to be this in this world, to have an experience. And so, what is the stake here? You see, you may think things like opportunity. If you think this way, okay, um, this is unique opportunity. Life, it's unique. So you shouldn't waste your life. You should try to get what really matters. So that means when someone tells you, don't overthink it, you should ask him. You should ask that person, yeah, okay, can you tell me what that is? You see, because thinking is the only way to get somewhere, to get where we need to. If you don't think, you go nowhere. Now, of course, as everything in this world, there is a limit. Like you can't know everything, you can't know things until maybe till are in the right time. Maybe you then realize what you need to be. taking the next step, something like that. So, um, the soul has, it's like our abilities in this world. Listen, you learn things. You can get in a way that where you can do certain things because you learn how to do that. See, there is a work to get there. So you need to understand what this means because there's no other way. You cannot um, climb simply something that, just because you want or something like that. No, there is a reason for everything. You, you need to put yourself in the right way, in the right position. You need to understand exactly what you're talking about. You see, it's about the real connection to things like words. The message is not something, uh, no. Uh, see, there is no more or less, well, no, us, the things are right or simply are wrong. It's so simple as that. So you need to do your work in order to understand, to get the right thing, the right way. So, see, um, it's uh, like marriage. Marriage is not about a bit of smoky or something like that. No, marriage is not something that can be sold, be, you know, is not something that is to be believed. No. See, um, marriage has to do with what is right. And so this is about marriage. A soul has a kind of life uh, that where it works on what wants, and in order to get what it wants, so there is a path. You see, um, so I I've been talking about things like um, the easy way, comfort zone, where people choose things like feeding their ego, or other things like um, rain, beliefs, whatever. But that is not about life. It's another. That is shit. It's the result of uh, somehow manipulation of this system. So people are always under conditions like that lead them somehow into some situation. And of course, life is not easy, but is experience and unique one. Life is like uh, always like how can I say like like a gift. You don't know what it is. You may don't like, but it's free. It's something that is offered to you. You see, you should accept. Sometimes you think you don't like that, and sometimes you realize that after all, it was a good thing. Oh, so it's a kind of always a kind of surprise. Um, that is always a good surprise, no matter what you may think. Yeah, because it's always about care, about your best goods. Yeah, everything is working on the same, on the good thing. Yeah, that is the law of spirit. See, so doesn't matter what you can consider our angels. Universe, everybody, everything, everything you can consider exists to help you, to serve you, to get you in the best way, in the best life, in the best whatever. See? So I think I have to finish this. So you see, um, in this life you can realize easily that are difference between people because people conceive their lives around things that are not exactly what they should see. And so, not only that, because they, in other lives, did basically the same, that they didn't learn that much. And so, why I, with 3 years old, I put me in that situation, asking to myself, of course, why is that? Are people mad? How can a child know whatever? about life, to choose what, and choose what usually people do. Choose to be something, so they are right in that situation, choosing not to be what they are, human, with with possibility to get where they want, do what they want, learn what they want, and so be whatever. You see, so why they choose such a thing, like be something like, well, I want to be police, I want to be a doctor, engineer, or this or that. You see, I will never accept this. Sorry, I have to. mm, just a second. Sometimes, uh, like in the last days, water is sometimes I need to drink about four uh, big ones. So six um, 6 liters by four. See, it's much, much. Mm. Now, let's see, just to finish. Um, so we have an experience and a realization always. And so in this way, consider things like um, greatness and gratitude. Hmm. You see, gratitude. There is always a reason for everything. And so gratitude also. I already talked about this, but again, yeah, there's a reason. You don't, sorry, I, no, oh, um, so when I heard people saying things like, be grateful, yeah, of course, but grateful, yeah, but for, for what? Yeah, doesn't make sense when you simply say I'm grateful for, I don't know what, without a reason. Yeah, So you see, as I've been talking about, the truth is not a matter of belief. Like that young boy in Muslim, he wanted to be a monk to know the truth, and the person in charge asked him the truth or about the truth, and he asked, "Is not the same?" No. If you want to know the truth, come with me. If you want to know about the truth, you see that people there reading books. You have many books to read about the truth. So when you think things like gratitude, don't say things like do some exercise like I'm grateful, I'm something like that. What? the, it's like you want to believe in something, not the same thing. You are not realizing something different. So there's the reason to be grateful always. That is about love, about life, about what things are, not what I believe or something like that. So, see, as I've been saying, see, again, this Simo, this is like a V, one of those symbols around this. It's victory. See? It, that is a good reason I never like to never be interested in things like games or something like that. Like um, other games, even in work, competition, economy, things like that. The idea of competition and win things or lucky. That has nothing to do with merit. You might think that has to do with merit. No way. No. That is another thing. That has to do with things like will to get somewhere, like to feed your ego or something like that. To get more than something, whatever. Life is much more than that. That is not what you should experience in this life, in this world. It is much more. If you don't look for that, you are wasting your life. You shouldn't do that. is unique. See, so grateful. Yeah, you should be grateful. But that means something. You see again the symbol? I already talked about this again. This is a symbol in this world, in this world. I'm sorry. Uh, the symbol is about greatness and appreciation. It's about life's law. See, so to me, this always were really clear. No, I can play. I mean, I can do many things, but in the end, no, I don't feel like that. I don't care exactly uh, this or that. No, what I care really is what things are really. That means I don't want um, to get, I don't know, what, something. No, I want what really matters. And so this means I don't want just uh, uh, fight for something. No, no. I want the right thing. That means I want what I want is exactly the victory. I can't accept other than that. And I'm in this world exactly with that path. And I know I have heavy help in this life because this is exactly about life. It's about love of life. See, that's why I'm number one enemy of this world because he wanted that and he tried everything. He stole everything. He stole your information, your life. He stole everything from you. You don't realize that. This is all about stealing everything. It's not marriage. See, so this is a bit long. But, I can say not as a matter of uh, need or wanted to get to feed my ego or whatever. No way, no way. I want the right thing. In this case, what is about is a matter of uh, exactly merit, and so it's about proud. Because if you want to be proud, you must do the right thing. There is no other way. See? So, what is about greatness? Exactly. See? I'm a great soul. Of course, there are others great souls in this world, and not the only one. This is not about what is the best. No, no way. It's about the same things about life. So, you see, there is a reason for everything. And so, great, it's like the same concept. It's gratitude thing. You want to be grateful. You need to be in the right way. You need to experience. You need to get where you need to feel, to feel, to feel exactly faithful. See, because it's about feeling. It's about feel in. See the symbol? Feel in. Yeah. Gratitude, grateful, full, full of greatness. Because there is a reason. Because you feel, you feel too, in order to be in that situation. That means you wanted to serve well. See the path. Yeah. You want to do whatever you can. I'm always learning. Yeah. There is no other way. And there are things that I need to uh, give myself some time or something like that. Because, like the idea of overthinking, no. There is a time, there is a way, there is always something that you need to consider. So, think something is a matter of you need to be aware what exactly you need to do. So you need to think about something. That you need some availability, some time to give yourself to that. So, and when you feel, when you feel that is not the time to realize, well, just give yourself time, and as soon as possible, you take that matter again and try to figure out what is at stake to realize. See? So I think now is enough. Well, I I hope you will like it, and if you like, you give a like, because you can help just giving a like. But don't forget, this is really important. Share, share this, and keep well. Till next one.